It's only on
releases
PC.
if it releases
It's
on
only on PC for right now.
if it releases on Steam though,
It
might
is.
also be on Xbox
Oh, true. Nice segue.
because Xbox is potentially in the works of getting Steam and Epic Game Store onto that Xbox console for you gamers.
Why?
That is a good question, but there's a lot of things that entails. It essentially just makes your Xbox, if you own one, the way I see it, if you just own an Xbox, it just kind of makes you own a PC in a sense, right? Like if you got Steam on there, you're now a PC gamer, right? Essentially. I'm just curious to how it's going to work, right?
How?
Yeah.
Like how does it work?
Yeah.
How are you?
I mean, I'm curious.
How?
Yeah.
You're not a PC gamer. You're just playing games on console.
It depends on how it works though, right? Like because if you now have access to the entire Steam library,
Which
right? Like,
would be on your Xbox anyway.
yeah, but
Because
then
most
wouldn't
of the
you
stuff on
also
Steam is on console.
wouldn't you also get those settings though, those in-game settings? Because they're not going to change settings. Like it's not going to be like it's not an
don't think
Xbox
so.
port, it's a PC port, right?
I highly doubt it.
I
that's-
highly doubt it.
Like
That's
how is
why
it
I don't
going to work? That's
understand.
what I'm
Xbox
asking.
only
I don't
takes so
know.
much. Yeah.
How does it?
Yeah,
how
we
does it
don't know
work?
anything. We don't know anything about it, but that's the first thing I thought. I'm like, that doesn't really make much sense to me. Because what's the point? Consoles are a closed platform. Like this is just me being an advocate because I don't know. I'm being devil's advocate. I really have no idea how this would work. So I need somebody to explain to me the benefit of this because I don't see it. Like I see because everything that's on Steam and EGS is on every console except Nintendo stuff, obviously, right? But wouldn't you have access to all that stuff anyway? So what's the big deal about that? I don't. What's the point?
I mean, the only thing I can think of is not being. You don't have to double dip.
Yeah, cross buy.
Well,
would
here's
be the thing.
what.
I
Yeah,
would
sorry, guy.
We just add cross buy.
Here's one thing though, right? Like PlayStation just released a bunch of games on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
If Steam is on Xbox, can you now download PlayStation games onto your Xbox, right? Like, is that going to be part of that deal and how it works?
Play Horizon.
Right? Like, can you play Horizon? Can you play?
That just seems so
Spider-Man?
unlikely. Like, I don't understand how that would work. That seems so unlikely. If that's the case, why doesn't Sony just say, "Oh, okay, here, our game's on everything now"? Like, that doesn't sit right with me. Like, would Sony agree to that? I highly doubt it. Microsoft, that's something Xbox, that's something they would agree to. I don't think Sony would ever do that.
But how does that work though, right? Like, how is that going to work, right? Like, let's say
I've seen people say that. Oh my God, I have my Steam library on Xbox. You already have access to those games on your Xbox. So, what? Like, yeah, if you bought them already on Steam, yeah, you might have them on your Xbox now, not to pay for it, but those are the same games, right? So I could see if PC had like exclusives and shit, which it rarely does, right? So I don't know. Very interesting.
Let me ask. This is still in rumor territory, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Or like Phil Spencer said, like, yeah, we would be open to talking with Steve,
Yeah.
or something like that.
And everyone's like, oh yeah, Xbox One. I'm like, one what?
So I need
Games you already had?
I need concrete details. Like, is it
Exactly.
the Xbox running the x86 PC platform version of the game, or is it there's Gears on PC in some fashion? There's also Gears of War on Xbox, and if you bought one, you now own both.
It's already like
that.
that. Well,
PSN
okay.
cross-buy back in the day where you get one copy.
It's only like that if you buy stuff. Well, there were games that were like that, right? If you bought the Xbox version, you got the PC version, which was, I remember Gears 4, I think, was the first game that I had bought on, I think the Xbox store or the Microsoft. It was one of those, and I had it on Xbox. I know a lot of games. I don't think a lot of games do that anymore. I have no idea. The last Xbox I owned was what?
Very
how
many
years
games do that.
Yeah. So I'm trying to understand what this means.
Whatever it means, I don't see it as a negative. It might be.
I don't either. I just see it as weird.
I just want to know the details of like what are they actually thinking.
Because even on the other side, there was a rumor that Sony wants to launch a PlayStation launcher on PC, right? That makes sense. right?
Yeah.
Because they already have their own ecosystem of games and shit that they want to probably launch on
Right.
PC
They
and have
publish
it
stuff.
attached
They
to their
want to
own
do the
thing.
same thing every publisher does.
Yeah,
Make their own 30%.
because every game that's on Xbox at this point is on PC for the most part, like
Mhm.
most of the time. Actually, no, I think all of the games now since this current gen have been on PC. All of them. There haven't really been any Xbox console exclusive games, right?
No.
Well,
I think that's a
Can't
big
go on.
it's a big issue that there hasn't really been any Xbox exclusive games, but there's no like PC exclusive games. Like,
yeah. So what's the benefit of? I guess I understand it going from like console to PC, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have access to all our console games on PC now, but the other way around just seems weird. And
I
I'm
mean,
trying
there-
to understand it because maybe people are understanding something I don't, because I just see a bunch of comments. Oh my god, if they have Epic Game Store and Steam on Xbox One, I'm like, can you explain to me what that means? Maybe I'm an idiot because I don't know what it means.
Well, I mean, there are games that are exclusive to PC. Like case
How
in
many
point,
of them?
many
you can-
indie games.
You can
that
count them on one
they
hand.
don't have a Switch port yet, so like hundreds of thousands of those. You know,
Yeah,
smaller titles, stuff
Yeah.
that like it's going to take a huge budget for this to go across platform.
It's
you
also
can
going to take a
play-
huge budget to make people care about those. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I guess you're talking about like the general population appeal, but you know, this is just an aspect that would appeal to me.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But I'm just saying, like, what does this serve to like the majority of people? It doesn't really mean anything. I don't think this is. Let me not say I don't think it's real. I don't think it's real in the way people are presenting it. You know what I mean? I don't think this makes like Phil Spencer he said some really vague thing, and now people are like, oh my god. So I don't know. I feel like this is something. I feel like people are latching onto something that they're taking the wrong way.
I think people latched on what
probably
I said is that PlayStation releases their games on PC now. So does that mean that if you have a Steam launcher on Xbox, will you be able to download those games that they release on Steam?
Yeah, but be realistic. Sony would not let you do that.
Yeah, I'm sure publishers can just say like, no, whatever you feature, you gotta go in with Xbox. Shut the
Who
mouth.
has been
Valve would
against
abide.
shit like that for the past 2 generations? It's always been Sony.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We didn't
So
want crossplay.
exactly. So I just don't see it. I do see the shared library thing, but I don't see the PlayStation games on no fucking Xbox, my guys. I'm sorry. Like, hell no.
We did it, you guys.
And to,
Well,
to-
maybe
Imagine.
Sony. Well, maybe Sony wouldn't know any better until it's too late.
Yeah, so they can sue? Okay. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
they would win that ASAP. The fuck?
Mhm.
I mean, they wouldn't even have to sue. They'd say, "Hey, Gabe, stop that shit," and then
Yep.
it would just be
Mhm.
done.
well, you know, the one thing that's like even this whole idea, because I guess like if it works, cool,
Let me look.
good, right? But I'm doubting the technicality part of it, like, cause like how would it work technically?
They want to
Like-
add
Like,
third-party
that's what I need to
stores.
know.
They want
Yeah.
to, quote unquote, third-party stores. Huh.
yes. So it's not just Steam, it's the Epic Game Store.
I don't like this at all because I'm reading this quote. Hey, when you're using the PC, you get to decide the type of experience you have by picking where to buy games. That's not a good thing, in my opinion. I don't like that, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. I like having, actually, no, I don't like having multiple fucking. I don't like having 80 billion launchers. I don't like having to own games on Epic
Mhm,
Game Store and Steam, or Steam, or fucking Origin, whatever the fuck it's called now. BattleNet, fucking the fucking Bethesda launcher, that travesty. Fucking Uplay. Like, I think that shit is trash. So if this is the thing that they think is good, yikes to me. Like, consoles having a closed platform is probably one of the benefits of having a console because everything is there. It's just one store, right? It's easy to find shit you want. You just buy it. Boom. I don't want to have to fucking, oh, look, there's a Steam, there's the Steam section, there's the Epic section. Let me open that shit up. Oh, there's different stuff over here than there is over here. Like, that's why. That defeats the point of
Well-
having a console in the first place. The simplicity of it. The fuck?
Mhm.
I mean,
Like-
I mean, the other thing is too is just like, well, if I'm excited about the Steam and the thing, I probably already have a PC, so why would I
Exactly.
even need an Xbox?
This is
Right.
so weird.
So yeah, I
Yeah.
just don't get it.
I'm so bad. I'm so bad at like talking about speculative things because my mind just starts going off in different directions as to what it could mean. Like,
I mean, in theory, cool, but like,
I don't want that shit. I don't want to keep that shit away from me.
I think what's most important is it going to be bad or good for gamers?
I think these Xbox motherfuckers are finding any old thing to latch onto to make Xbox seem like it's godlike. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because like for some reason, I don't fuck with the fanboy shit. I think you're all lame, right? I just play whatever system has good games, that's where I'm at. I don't give a fuck about console wars, all that bullshit. But for some reason, whenever there's like an announcement specific to one console, everyone has to be up in arms like, oh my god, look what Xbox got, look what PlayStation got that Xbox don't got, look what Xbox got that PlayStation don't got, all that bullshit. Like this is all they do. They just latch on to like a random ass quote, by the way, a random ass thing that he said, and now it's a big deal. So this could be absolutely nothing, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah.
Like,
it could be.
Like that's the funny part. So
Phil Spencer could absolutely be talking shit, and someone said, "Hey, would you like Steam on Xbox?" And he'd be like, "Oh yeah,
that'd be great.
We want that.
Oh my god, Steam's on Xbox. That's what you'll get the next day. Like he'd be like, yeah, I love that. And then tomorrow, oh my god, can't believe Steam's coming to Xbox. Like, come on, man. Anyway, somebody just tell me what that means.
Right.
Because I don't get it.
That's the thing, is this feels like either like just brainstorming live in front of a camera, or B, like a targeted thing just to get people talking about
Xbox. Yeah,
look at us right now. I haven't talked
exactly.
about
Yeah, you're
Xbox
right. Yeah.
in the last 3 years.
Yeah,
we just talked about it for 15 minutes.
They got us.
Got him.
Well, because the thing is, the most appealing thing about the Xbox was them working towards making the Xbox portable everywhere versus like the opposite.
Game
True,
Pass.
it doesn't mean much. You know what I mean? Yeah. In terms of Game
console stuff, because consoles are things that have exclusives, right? So if they're opening their shit up to other platforms, that's a big deal. Steam is just everything. Like we get everything. So what the fuck? Why do I care if Steam's going to be on Xbox? Is that going to make somebody buy an Xbox? So here's the thing, right? So
yeah,
I have access to Steam. I'm in a store, or I'm browsing Amazon, right? And I see that Xbox. I have the option to have Steam on my Xbox, right? Or I could just get Steam on a fucking PC, like a normal person would, like. Because somebody, I think Freak said it. Yeah, you get access. You might get access to like, PC specific settings. You're like that. No, you won't. They will not let you do that on a fucking console, bro. They would never let you do. I think we spoke about this last week. They would never let you have no fucking that type of customization on a console game. They won't let you do that shit. I could not see it, bro. I don't like. Do you really think they would let you do that? If you play a game, let's say they have a Steam launcher on Xbox, right? And you play the game through the Steam launcher, you think they're gonna let you have PC settings?
Not without monetizing it first.
I'd say if they have PC settings, they're gonna default to all low if you're actually running the PC version of it.
And me personally, if I was playing that game on Xbox, I would not want to see that, because I feel like that just seeing everything on low is already like a negative image to me, right?
Right, that's why they called it normal in GTA 5.
Yeah, exactly.
So get normal and then high.
Yeah, and I think in God of War, it's like it said what was the setting?
Original?
Yeah. That's what it was. Like, so I'm like, nobody wants to see all their settings on low. Like, man, this piece of shit sucks. I should have got a PC instead. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
In what situation would you see that Steam is on an Xbox or Steam is on a PC? Would you go for the Xbox? Unless, obviously, if price is the deciding factor, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Would you go for the Xbox? Yeah. So,
or you already have an Xbox. Like, there's an Xbox in my house. It hasn't been turned on in like 1.5 years, but there is an Xbox here.
So that's cool, right?
So I'd try it, but I don't know if like it's a selling point. It wouldn't make me buy it.
That's so weird. This is one of those things where I really want them to keep talking about it, because I want to know what the hell they mean by this.
I want concrete details on what this is actually going to be.
This is why I stay off Twitter, because I hate speculation. I want concrete shit. I don't want to read threads of people saying bullshit.